I got upset when my parents brought food I'm allergic to on Thanksgiving after I specifically asked them not to. So I have some pretty serious food allergies. Tree nuts can literally kill me, like I carry an EpiPen everywhere, and wheat makes me break out in these horrible itchy hives all over my body. My parents have known about these allergies for 15 years. This year, my husband Jake and I decided to host Thanksgiving at our place for the first time. I was super excited but also nervous because coordinating food for 9 people when you have allergies is stressful. I made this whole list of who was bringing what so I could make sure everything would be safe for me to eat. I asked my dad to make corn pudding because it's this family recipe that's been passed down forever, and I specifically told him to use cornstarch instead of wheat flour. I even texted him the substitution ratio. For my mom, I asked for a simple charcuterie board with cheese, grapes, and regular crackers, just no nuts anywhere near it. The morning of Thanksgiving, I spent hours cleaning my kitchen to make sure there was no cross-contamination. I wiped down every surface, used fresh cutting boards, the whole thing. Jake was making the turkey and stuffing, and he even made me a separate wheat-free version of the stuffing in a different pan. When my parents arrived, I was so excited to see the corn pudding. It's always been my favorite Thanksgiving side dish, and I hadn't been able to eat it in years because restaurants always use wheat flour. But when I looked at it, something seemed off about the texture. I asked my dad what he used to thicken it, and he goes, "Oh, just regular flour like always." My heart sank. I explained that regular flour has wheat in it, and he got this confused look like he genuinely forgot that was a problem for me. Then my mom unpacked her charcuterie board, and right there in the middle were these fancy roasted almonds. She put them in a separate little bowl, but anyone who's dealt with allergies knows that doesn't matter. The second someone uses the same spoon or touches the nuts and then the cheese, everything gets contaminated. I just let out this disappointed "oh" when I saw everything. I wasn't angry, just really sad that I wouldn't be able to eat the 2 things I was most looking forward to. That's when my mom got all defensive and started this whole guilt trip about how hard she worked and how I should be grateful. I felt myself starting to get overwhelmed, so I excused myself to our bedroom for a few minutes to collect myself. I wasn't crying or anything, just needed a moment to process that I'd basically be eating plain turkey and green beans for Thanksgiving dinner. My mom followed me and knocked on the door. She came in and started this whole speech about how I was being ungrateful and dramatic. She said she spent hours at the grocery store picking out the perfect cheese and that I was ruining Thanksgiving by making everything about my allergies. I tried explaining that I wasn't mad, just disappointed, but she kept going. She said I should have been more specific about what I needed, even though I literally gave them both detailed instructions 3 weeks ago. The worst part was my dad felt terrible once he realized what happened. He kept apologizing and saying he just followed the recipe without thinking. But my mom was acting like I was personally attacking her for being sad that I couldn't eat the food at my own Thanksgiving dinner. My mother-in-law saved the day by bringing me a separate gluten-free pumpkin pie that was amazing. And my husband made sure I had plenty of safe food to eat, but it still stung that my own parents forgot about something that could literally put me in the hospital. The whole thing made me realize they don't really understand how serious my allergies are, even after all these years.